Alright, so in this video, I'm going to talk about things you should do if you're like 18, 19, or I don't know, I'm just kind of winging it. So skills you should learn. I think, or advice I will give to my 18-year-old self, 19-year-old self. I think the advice I'll give to my younger self is invest in yourself. So learn a bunch of new skills, such as learn like marketing, sales, photography, videography, or just anything in general, or even learn how content creation, or learn like a bunch of skills that will give value to the market. I think that's something I would teach my younger self. Such as like when I was younger, like I didn't really I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how I could give value to the world. And I kind of wish I knew how money kind of worked, which it's something I'm still struggling today. But if I wish I knew how money worked, then I would be in a better position as I am today. Such as like I wish that I knew that money was about solving people's problems, and that's a skill I wish I knew about. I wish how to, because I think the best way to stand out from anyone else is learning a bunch of new skills. It's upskilling yourself, because I know a lot of people out there always kind of think like, oh yeah, I want to go to uni, get a job. But if you want to stand up from the market, you have to learn a bunch of skills that people are not willing to learn. Such as, if you want to stand as a photographer, right, you got to probably learn, if you learn videography, marketing, sales, then you'll fucking stand out more from all the other photographers, because then it indicates to the client that you know how to solve problems. Such as if a client needs videos as well, then you can do videography. And if you understand how marketing works and content creating works, then you will definitely stand out from the rest of everyone. It's the same thing for anything. Even if you want to stand as a teacher, right? If you're a teacher who knows how to make YouTube videos, or know how to edit videos, and know how anything like SEO or digital marketing, then you can easily stand out. Such as you can use those skills in order to make more money on the internet, and you can scale your business as a teacher, such as like selling courses on how teaching young kids how to do, I don't know, maths or English, if that makes sense. So I think advice I would give to my young is invest in yourself. It's always educate yourself, because I think what a lot of people do neglect is educating themselves, or self-education. Because what I do every day, or try to do as much as I read a book. I invest a lot of my money on courses. I'm kind of doing a mentorship with a travel photographer. I invest a lot of money in order to reach to the goals I want. Because the best way to get close to your goals is actually investing your money in your self-education, such as learning a bunch of skills. And this can be from anything. Like for example, let's say you're stuck at talking in front of people, like you're all an introvert. Well, that's a skill. Socializing with strangers is a skill, and that takes time. In order to get better at that, you have to put the work into it, you know? Like for example, like when I first started out talking in front of the camera, which is I'm still showing the talk in front of the camera right now, is that you have to just start. That's the best way. You have to start something. Is if you want to, in order to become the person you want to be in the future, you got to start now. That's the only way you can get there. Because how else are you going to get better at it? Because from my personal experience, I remember like one of my some photography friend actually asked me like, oh yeah, you're so good at talking in front of the camera. I like how you talk in front of the camera and all that. And I was like, yeah, I'm still learning how to talk in front of the camera today anyways. But the reason why I got better at talking in front of the camera is by just actually practicing for doing comedy skits, acting like a fucking spastic in front of the camera. Yeah, because you got to embrace just looking like shit in the first place in order to become the person you want to become. Because the problem with that is that not many people are willing to invest in themselves or get better at a particular skill. A lot of people just sort of just like, oh yeah, I'm an introvert, or I'm an introvert, I don't want to do it, or it's not my thing. And the reason why it's not your thing, because you haven't done it. Like obviously when you start something, you're gonna be shit at it, you're gonna be suck at it. That's just part of it, right? So how else are you gonna get better at it? You know, like I think advice I would give is invest in yourself. Learn a bunch of skills. Stop caring about what the fuck other people think about. Just focus on what you can do. Focus on how you can become a better person from yesterday. That's what I would do. Because in the meantime, for me, personally, a skills I'm trying to get better at is learn sales and marketing. Even talking in front of the camera. This is the skill I am trying to get better at. Like, just learn how to talk in front of the camera with, like, say, like, very be authentic as fuck. I think that's something I'm still struggling with, because the reason why I started this channel was to get better at talking in front of the camera. Because even beforehand, I can talk in front of the camera, but when I was doing comedy skits. But what I was struggling is actually looking directly towards the camera and making direct eye contact, which is a skill I want to get better at, because I want to get better at public speaking. I want to build my leadership skills, and I just want to get better at it, because if I learn how to talk in front of the camera, then it'll help me in the long run, because I want to learn how I can build connection with people, such as, like, even when I'm socializing with people, even I'm still learning how to socialize and network with people. Like, even when I social people, I'm trying to learn how to, like, connect with them, how to listen more instead of, like, thinking what I'm going to say next, like, actually active listening. So I think that's something I've got to say. So yeah, I got a bit distracted because I think a friend just messaged me just then, so I don't really want to get distracted. But yeah, that's pretty much what advice I'll give to my younger self, is invest in a bunch of skills and learn like skills that are going to help you. Like, for example, I want to become a travel photographer. In order for me to become a travel photographer, one, I've got to learn photography. That's obvious. Two, I've got to learn maybe content creation, like how to grow an audience. Well, that's not really necessary, but, like, that's more like a bonus, but I still want to learn it. Three, I might learn how to learn a bit of videography so I can upskill myself. Four, I've got to understand business, money, and finance. And that's a bunch of those skills I'm willing to invest, because I know there's a lot of creative people out there. I know now I might be ranting off a bit. Like, I know a lot of creative people out there who can take really good photos, good videos, and all of that. But the problem is, they don't know how to fucking make money. If you mention about money, right, they're like, oh, I don't want to talk about that stuff, you know. And if you want to become the person actually making money from your passions, you gotta understand how business, marketing, and sales work. Or else you will become the starving artist. You will become the artist who's not gonna fucking make fuck all money. You will be the artist who'll be, like, you know, trying to do it for the art and all of that. But then, however, then a lot of people say that, oh, if you go off your passions, then it'll become a job you hate. Well, yes, that's kind of true, but that's why you got to find a system. So, and there's no right or wrong answer how to do things. So I know I may be ranting off. So I think that's the best advice I'll give to my younger self. And yeah, I hope this helped you guys. Have a good one. See ya. Bye.